Hello everyone, myself Dr. Purnita Dubey. Today I am going to present a very popular and useful topic, that is a theoretical underpinning of index number, which is widely used in statistics, economics and commerce. So index number is a very powerful tool of statistics to measure all types of quantitative changes in the agricultural, industrial and commercial, as also in such economic magnitudes as income, employment, exports, imports, prices, etc. An index number is a ratio or an average of ratios expressed in percentage. Two or more time periods are involved. Here one time period is considered as the base period and the value of the base period considered as the standard point of comparison. Now, to interpret the definition, let us consider the price of some commodities in the year 2000 and 2019. Suppose with the help of these data, we have to study the inflation in economy in the year 2000 and 2019. Here we have noticed that there is increase in price of milk and car in the year 2019 as compared to the year 2000, whereas there is a total negative picture is highlighted in case of vegetables and cloth. In this case, we can calculate the individual price increase or decrease percentage of each and every commodity. But this type individual of values does not reflect the overall result. Instead, it becomes confusing as prices of some commodities are increasing and some commodities are decreasing. Also, in the real scenario, there are n numbers of commodities to be studied. So, to overcome this problem, index number is introduced, which is only number that represents the relative range of all the commodities. The index number is not directly measurable, but represents general relative change, that is, it represents how many times the price of the commodities are increased or decreased. Typically expressed as percentage. Now, for the better understanding, I want to quote index number of wholesale price in India for the year for the month of September 2020. That was published on October 14, 2020 by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. As we know that inflation of goods and services of our country helps the government to adopt appropriate monetary and fiscal measures in order to achieve growth with stability. Now here one of the most important indicator of inflation is wholesale price index, that is WPI, and it is a price which pay whole manufacturers and wholesalers in the wholesale market. That is price change in the wholesale market. This WPI suits 697 commodities in three categories. Here, first one is primary category, and the second one is fuel and power, and third is manufactured product. In primary category, it involves the food articles, non-food articles, minerals, goods, petroleum, and natural gas. And in fuel and power, it includes coal, mineral oil, LPG, and petrol. In manufactured products, it includes beverages, textile, medicine, etc. Now the movement of the index for the variable commodity group is summarized as below. Here we have observed the index for the primary article increased by this one 2.70%, and similarly in case of fuel and power, as you observe, it is declined by minus 0.44%, and in case of manufactured product, it is increased by 0.42%. Next point, I want to clarify that these are not only the findings of WPI reports. Lots of technicality and findings are there. To the reference to the report and in order to use the data to explain the index number. Now coming back to the topic, we have seen that an index number is an economic data figure reflecting price or quantity compared with the standard or base value, and they are called the economic parameter. Now, method of construction of index number. Here there are two types of index number. First one, constructed by using single commodity, and this multiple. The second type of index number is constructed by using the multiple commodity. In case of single commodity, here we have two methods. The one is fixed base method and the other is plain base method. And in case of multiple commodity, we have two methods, the unweighted and weighted method. In unweighted method, we have simple aggregate method and the other is simple aggregate of linked relatives. And weighted method, we have the least square method, Parsons method, Fisher's method, Marshall-Edwards method, which will be discussed. A fixed base method, ending index number for which the base period is fixed. That means it remains unchanged during the lifetime of the index. Now the plain base method, we know according to the fixed base method, the base remains the same and unchangeable throughout the fixed, but as the time passes, some commodities are entered into the market and some commodities may be deleted. So it is therefore become difficult to compare the result in between two time periods. So in this situation, changing the base period is more appropriate. So in that case, same index number is one such method. So under this method, firstly, we express the figure for each year as a percentage of the preceding year, and these are known as the linked relatives. Now for this linked relatives are useful in studying relative price-to-price change in the instead of change from a fixed base period. And linked relatives also enables us to study whether or not the price of a commodity is increasing or decreasing at a constant rate, at increasing rate, or at decreasing rate. After that, we need to train them together by successive multiplication to form a training rate. Now this one unweighted method. The first one is simple aggregate method. In this method, first we have to find out the total price of the commodities of the current year, and that will be divided by the total price of the commodities in the base year. And this also expressed as a percentage. This method is very easy to understand, but it has a defect. If we change the units of certain commodity, then the index number will be changed. So to overcome the problem, that means to remain the index unchangeable with respect to the change of the unit, simple average of linked relative is introduced. Now, simple average of linked relative. In this method, what we have to do? First of all price relatives are calculated. If price relative, what is price relative? If price relative is the price for the current period expressed as the percentage of the base period. The index number by this method is the arithmetic mean or median or arithmetic mean of all the price relatives. This method is not usually affected by the unit in which prices are quoted. It gives equal importance to all the commodities. The index number calculated by this method satisfies the unit test. Now, in case of weighted method, we have also the two methods. The first one is weighted aggregate index. Now, in what situation we are using this weighted method? It means, I will explain. When all the commodities are not of equal importance, we evaluate to each commodity relative to its importance. So index number computed from this weight is called a weighted method. So now this weighted aggregate index. So under this method, we eat the price of each commodity by a suitable factor often taken as the quantity or value weight. So during the base year or the given year or an average of some years, the choice of one or the other will depend on the importance we want to give to a period besides the quantity used. These indices are usually calculated in percentage. This weighted average method compares the cost of the particular quantity consumed at the price of a given period with the corresponding cost of the same quantity in the base period. The second method is weighted average relative. This method is where the percentage of the prices for the item in the schedule. The index for the given period is simply a weighted average of the percentage for all scheduled items. The weights required by this method are the value weights rather than the quantity weights. Now, uses of index number. This index number is used in many areas. The mostly it is widely used in these areas. The first one is measuring changes in the value of money. The second one, cost of living. The third one, analysis market for goods and services. The fourth one, measuring changes in industrial production. The fifth one, internal debt. The sixth one, external debt, economic policy determining the foreign exchange rate. Today, this is the end of my presentation, and thank you.